Hey y'all, so this past week I started working at a new job and I am a cooking slash music teacher for kids, and that's why I have retainers in for these piercings, and I don't have as many because I can't have all those piercings around the kids, and I also have to cover up on my tattoos, so that kind of sucks, but oh well. But I kind of just wanted to talk today about how everybody is not so different. And the reason that this was on my mind was because, so this past week, when I've been working at the new place, I've been getting trained, and I'm being trained with another new employee. And we've been talking a lot because we've been spending so much time together. And it's so interesting to me because I had said to her how I don't know if we would have been friends in high school because we're from very different circles and we're very different people. And, there's nothing wrong with that, and people are different, but it really was just getting me to think in a new perspective because, you know, sometimes it's very easy to put yourself in a box and put other people into a box and sort of be like, they're in that group, I'm in this group, or, we don't really hang out, or I don't even know. And it's just so important to realize how similar we are, and that every single person you can have at the very least, one thing in common with. And it's so important to realize that, because we're not so different, you take anybody in the world and two people that think they're completely different people, and there will be something in common that they have or something that they agree on. And this is such an important topic, in general, but also now because of, in America right now, just the polarizing opinions and stuff. I did a weekly thoughts video about this a while ago. Actually, I was sitting in the same spot when I did it, about polarizing opinions. But, realizing that no matter what someone's political affiliations, no matter what, you can have something in common with that person. And it's so important to listen to each other and to realize that we can get along if we really want to. And it's just so easy to categorize yourself or other people or whatever, and to just think, we're not going to get along because you think this, or because I think you are like this. And it's so important to really listen to each other and just learn about other perspectives. I think it's so interesting. Me and the other girl had gone out for lunch on our lunch break, and I was just asking her all about her life and other things like that. And I told her, I think it's so interesting to hear about other people's perspectives and to just try and understand other people. And, that could also be just my personality and, one of the reasons I'm going into music therapy and stuff. But it's a really good lesson, to really try and push yourselves to listen to another person and really understand their perspective. Even if you don't agree with it. It's really easy to fall into the trap of having a very set, strong opinion about something, and because you think you're right, you won't listen to anything that even differs slightly from your opinion. And it's very easy to sort of, point fingers at other people and not realize that you're doing that. And I find myself doing that sometimes too, like I'll make assumptions or judgments about people that I don't even realize that I'm doing until something will open my mind. Like when I first met the other trainee, I was, trying to talk to her and be nice and things like that, but I did have some sort of assumptions that I'd already made without even consciously thinking them, kind of like, she seems like this type of person. And I feel like all my weekly thoughts videos tie together somehow, or maybe it's just because, it's my thoughts, but this also relates to that other weekly thoughts video about people will surprise you, because people are so intricate and changing and different, and there's so many things that you can't know about another person, and that's what makes it so awesome. And it would be so, I don't know, boring if everyone was exactly the same or had the same thoughts about things, and no one would grow. No one would grow if everyone thought exactly the same. And it's important to have those people around you that have different opinions. And I'm not saying that you should be hanging out with people that are toxic or have hurtful or harmful opinions, because even though you can connect with everyone and, you can find anything in common with people and realizing that we're all not so different, it doesn't mean that you should be spending your time with everyone in the world, because you have to take care of yourself and, sort of find that balance. It's just so interesting to me how, people can connect no matter who they are, no matter what their beliefs are, whatever, because they'll have things in common. We're not so different, and this is really obvious to me in the fact that no matter how primal or whatever a people group is, or whether they're from opposite sides of the world, there will always be things that are similar, such as music. No matter what culture, whatever, there's always music, and there's always these things that are just very similar across cultures, and that's so interesting to me, and something to point out about the fact that we're all very similar and, not so different.